Kia ora, Libra. This is your reading for this new moon in your sign, and at the same time a solar eclipse is occurring as well. So we're looking at the 14th of October. It's the 13th today here. So let's get your cards out and we'll have a look. I've got a rock mineral crystal card face down for you that we'll pull out at the end of this reading. We always go through and clarify on this channel. And thank you again for commenting, subscribing, liking. It really helps me to keep this going, Librans out there. So thank you for your support. So let's go through. This is a symbolic storyline. So we'll be going through and clarifying for you once we've talked about the initial cards. Hopefully you're doing okay out there, wherever you are in the world. It's been certainly very interesting times currently. Never seems to cease. Okay, Libra, here we go. We're coming out here with a card of celebration, and I guess for some of you, we're kind of in that birthday season, aren't we? So we've got that Three of Cups, beautiful cups, celebration with friends, family, people around us, really enjoying it. I think it's important at the current time to enjoy those things that you do, enjoy the people that you enjoy, like to be really in this present moment when you are doing whatever activity it is. This is primarily a card of celebration. And so it's a wonderful thing. You know, because you might have been, for some of you, tied up with, I don't know, feeling maybe a little bit uneasy, struggling a wee bit. Anywho, we come through here. We've got two knights in this reading, so there's quite a bit of swift movement. The Knight of Pentacles, which... and saying swift movement, is a very stable, solid, dependable knight who is perfect at managing things and making sure they get distributed where they need to go promptly. This is a reliable, very earthy knight. We know that. There's some, you might be finding it in your world, or this could relate to aspects of yourself. We've got this Five of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Wands also. This is a fiery knight, a very compulsive knight. There's no rumination. It's a very reactive card. So we'll talk about this Five of Wands. If you're not familiar with this card, again, all the fives, whether they be cups, whether they be swords, are quite challenging cards. We see a sort of play battle, I say, but it is sort of poking boundaries in order to see how people react to that, to beat the carpet, to see what's underneath. We need conflict in order to, I mean, we get conflict anyway in the world, don't we? Largely because of differing beliefs and you know, enforcement of certain things that should not be enforced by one people's to another, but or one person to another, whatever way you want to look at it. It works on an individual level as much as a collective level. So this Five of Wands, the wonderful thing about it is with that conflict, we understand then how to overcome it, how to conflict resolve. And then, of course, as I said, the Knight of Wands on the end, who doesn't ruminate about anything. It's like a switch that gets flicked with the Knight of Wands. It is fire of fire, and it's potentially quite explosive. So we're beginning this with this wonderful celebratory feeling the dependability of this Knight of Pentacles, the slight, maybe a conflict there. Maybe it's a conflict in your external world, as I said, or something within yourself. Let's go through or clarify with the Thoth deck for you Librans. For you Librans, we're always trying to find that balance, aren't we? That's a predictable thing to say, but I think Librans we are. Five of Wands, as I just shuffled then. So we've got this Five of Wands twice. There's a conflict in reaching some level of balance within this, between maybe the more earthy side of yourself, the more fiery side of yourself for some of you out there, maybe. So I'm just going to pop that Five of Wands just there. So we have that twice. Let's look specifically at the Three of Cups, please. Is there a resistance to a celebration? Endings here. Emperor, control, control, control. There might be, for some of you Librans, a feeling that you're not in control in the manner that you have been. Or this is something, an institution for you that you're working within. We have the Emperor here. Very strong seat. And before a very strong seat is the Emperor's throne. Before I was just about to start, because actually I'm starting with you today, but it might come up last the way that I seem to upload it. Before I started doing this reading, I think I was thinking, it's like these particular times, or certainly this week, it feels like we really need to have a strong seat, a strong base. But it was that I was seeing with, traditional writing in the English manner, it is something when you ride horses, you need a strong seat. You need a firm seat, thumbs up, and heels down, toes forward. So it felt like that, like Libra. Anyway, I digress a little bit. We've got the universe, which is heralding in a new portal, a new beginning for you, a new cycle for you, as if there's a whatever conflict you're feeling potentially. And remember, these readings are so general. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If there is some conflict, some disease, some trying to rebalance within yourself, this isn't going to last. There's a new cycle on hand, with the Emperor and the world. It's as if you've got the world in your hands, but you're getting a little bit distracted by some other stuff here. Knight of Pentacles for you, Libra. This wonderful night. You're in a safe place. You're in a place where you can express yourself freely. We have the Princess of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands in the Thoth deck. It's a circle generated by that central hearth of fire. Beginnings and completions. We have hundreds of them in a lifetime. There's a continuum involved here. And you will keep in mind that for some decks, it's that double 11. It's like a homecoming. It's your place where you belong. Speaking of your seat, it's talking of that, of your place. Right. And there's a reliability about that and a freedom of expression within that, because it's a very solid, secure seat is just what I keep getting. So Five of Wands here, in this process of attempting whatever's going on for you, Libra, attempting to keep a balance here. In the process, you are, whether you're consciously aware of it or not, at this point in time, you are being infused with new information, Libra. We get the Tower to clarify the Five of Wands. we understand some new things here, whether it's in the overcoming of a conflict, the resolving of one, that you've pulled out things you didn't know you had, is what I'm saying. The tower, we can destroy our own tower, or we can have it inadvertently broken down. But we always rebuild. Queen of Swords. For some of you, you've reached a point where you cannot compromise certain things, Libra. We've got the Queen of Swords. We know the Queen to be the Queen of precise and accurate sight, clarity, mental acumen. There's no prisoners being held here. And the thing is that I hear, there's no prisoners being held. Don't hold yourself as one, Libra. Right, Knight of Wands for beautiful Librans. Knight of Wands, the fiery knight. Fiery, fiery night. Right. There's a wonderful thing about the inability to ruminate in the night. Because is that not the thing that often holds us back? Libra, right. It holds us back. Hope you can hear me. This microphone's sitting funny way. Bear with. Knight of Wands. Excuse me, Libra. So whatever's going on in your life, I do see it as you're just trying to figure out this new balance for yourself, because it is new. We've got the world in here. You're entering into a new cycle. We have work. There's a lot of things that are making up this tree. We've got the 8 of Discs. Prudence, it is called in the Thoth deck. We are careful to protect that which we have worked really hard upon, to protect it before it is sent out into the world, to make sure, I suppose you could say, it's not necessarily like all the T's and I's crossed and dotted. It's more about perfecting something and then gently releasing it out to the world. Hard work, repetitive work, whether this is internal, whether it really relates to work in an external manner. And then we have the 7 of Discs, which is an energetic review. We can look back, see how things have played out. I mean, this new moon, and of course the solar eclipse at the same time, Pluto is going finally, well, not finally, but moving direct, which is still pretty slow. Look, there's a lot of things that are being dredged up here. And not necessarily bad, I'm not talking about that. There's some amazing insights, Libra, in this energetic review. We look what we've put energy into. How are we going to do this moving forward? Are we going to change it up? Because, generally this is what this card is all about, is looking at the past with a level of objectivity in order to create new stuff for the future. And that's really what's going on here, because you are entering a new cycle, whether you like it or not. We've got Lace the Moon's daughter. You've been there before. Lace the Moon's daughter, well supported. Her path is lit by the moon, but she's been on that path before. The breadcrumbs are still there. Think about it in your own life. Libra, Pixies and Fairies, Brian Froud's beautiful deck, and let us pull up a rock mineral crystal card. We have beautiful fluorite, personal protection, getting organised, aura cloak, and cooperation. This is what it seems to be about this week. So carry this fluorite in your mind's eye if you feel the need or the desire, and move through this next week with ease and enjoy this new moon in your sign, Libra. Okay, ka kite. Bye for now. Bye.